You are an ordained minister.
I am indeed, son.
Yes. So there was a very busy minister who encouraged you to pick up the slack.
One of my summer jobs was on Catalina Island off the coast of California. And I befriended a guy named Reverend Bob, who was a great guy, didn't drink, didn't do any drugs. He just was looking for a good time. And he was a Universal Life Church Reverend, which was actually started as a tax haven. But they also, they did weddings. Actually, I was attracted to this. And he came to me one day and said, "Brian, I need you to perform a wedding because I booked 2 weddings, same day, same time, different locations." And I went, what are you talking about? I can't do that. He said, "No, you can. I'll just put the certificate in the typewriter and type in your name. We send it off to the Secretary of State. It gets, registered, and you are legally an ordained minister." And I said, "I can't do this. I really can't. This is the mid-'70s. I can't do this, but I really can't. It pays $200. I go, "I'll do it. I'll do that." So he said, "Here's a copy of Cahill Gibran. People like that. And just talk to them and have the bride sign here, the groom sign here. You're done." It's like, okay. So I had hair down to here. I was sunburned. I had shorts and flip-flops and a Hawaiian shirt. And I show up. It was at an airport. And I'm looking around, and I thought, oh, man. And this guy says, "Who are you?" And I went, "I'm the minister." I'm the minister. Where are we going to do this? He said, "We're going to go into an airplane, a 6-seater airplane, and once we get over the Hollywood sign, we want to start the ceremony." I go, "Piece of cake, no problem." Inside, of course, I'm like... We get inside, I'm next to the pilot, then the bride and groom, and the witnesses in the back. And that's a twin-engine prop plane. So I have to scream loud. So I'm in the back going, "Remember, love one another, but don't stand in each other's shadow. The willow and the oak. Trust the foundation of love. Whenever you are in doubt, trust your love together." And they're holding hands. And then I go through. I'm just wheeling and dealing, but it was an acting exercise, and they were holding hands and looking to me, the figure of authority, and I went, "Oh man, don't mess this up."
How many years did Breaking Bad go on for in filming terms?
In filming terms, from pilot to end, it was just under 7 years. So I was playing a character for a very long time who was just so unbelievably tortured and lonely and sad, and it was nice to jump from that to, it was incredibly fun to do, but it was nice to just jump into something that was just a little bit lighter and fun.
Because people watch Breaking Bad's one of those series they watch in a very modern way. I mean, people did watch it as it went out,
right?
But equally, loads of people are watching on Netflix, box set. So you must constantly meet people who are in a different bit of your journey.
Yeah, I meet people on a daily basis that are just now starting the show. I mean, we had a solid core audience from the very beginning, but it was very small, but they were very passionate, and that's really why the show stayed on the air.
And they're obsessed. People are obsessed by it as well. And they really love it.
They're
really
obsessed by it. And you know what? It's strange because there's such incredible television coming out of the UK. But the UK was really one of the only places on the planet that Breaking Bad never really found its home, and I didn't really understand that. But now finally, people are just now catching on.
But also, people are gorging themselves on it,
yeah,
because it's all there. Because who now? Ant
You've just started.
I just like 3 eps in the first season. Yeah.
I haven't watched any, but and I apologise. But the only reason is, when it first started, we've got a friend, and he was like, "You've got to watch this show. It's the greatest television show I've ever seen." And just to piss him off, I didn't watch it.
The thing is, we did that all the time.
like, "No, I refuse."
and now I kind of feel like I'm left out of a party that everyone's enjoying.
You're the same, aren't you, Jamie?
What? No, I was laughing that, Ant said, "We have a friend," and then didn't, just like they have one friend.
That's sweet. We don't need anything.
But we did that. I had the exact same thing where I was so sick of people talking about the finale of Breaking Bad, and we'd never seen it, my wife and I, and then we have watched it. I've got 4 episodes to go for the whole thing. We've watched it all over Christmas. We had a really exciting Christmas.
very heavy.
Intense Christmas.
Yeah, family-friendly Christmas. Yeah. And actually, what's great, the finale really doesn't disappoint. It ends in such a beautiful, great way.
La la la.
No, nothing from me. But I suppose inhabit that character for that many years, it is a dark place to be.
Yeah.
Was it hard for kind of Aaron Paul to live like that?
Yeah, the first couple seasons, I kind of just lived and breathed Jesse Pinkman kind of 24/7. And I learned from Bryan Cranston, who played Walter White. He said, you know, it's okay to kind of leave that character on set.
Yeah, I was doing a play on Broadway, and it's normal to see an audience go side to side as they're looking from one actor to another. Very natural. But what isn't natural is to see this happening. And that drew my attention. There was a kid in the front row, one performance, about 17. And he was doing this constantly. I don't know, what the hell is that? And I go over a little closer as I'm talking, and I take a look, and he's on his phone. He's texting. He's like, da-da-da-da. What's going on? Da-da-da-da-da. I'm in a play. It's okay, I guess. Just doing this, and I started to get angry. And I changed my blocking when I had a big speech that was full of bluster. And I know that there would be a certain amount of expectorant that would be expected. I lined myself up right in it, and he was the target. And I was spewing, and he was like...
Good for you. It was Aaron Paul, on the end, you did something fabulous to impress your wife. I think you did it to impress your wife.
What did I do?
The thing with cherries?
Oh, God. You want to see it?
I've got some cherries.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, there's some. There's some.
Oh, wow.
They're...
No, okay.
Oh, go on. Oh,
yeah,
Can
let's
you
do it.
Can you do it? Okay.
You know, it's...
Do it with the pineapple.
Okay.
Whatever it is you're going to do.
you guys want to do this with me?
Yeah.
It's just...
No, is it hard to do or easy?
No, it's just, I don't know. I never found it
Okay.
hard to do. It's just tying a stem with your tongue.
No.
That sounds difficult.
Yeah.
I think you'll be impressed, Amy. Watch this.
Oh, well, okay. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Look, it's yeah, you can see the, yeah.
Wow.
I know, it's so impressive, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, my wife was quite excited about that. I don't know why, but yeah.
Not trying the banana.
Go figure. You tell a story of young love. I think you were on your honeymoon in Europe.
Yes.
And you were on you were driving but on a train?
We went to our travel agent to talk about this. We were mid-30s when we got married, and we knew that we wanted to start a family. So this was like it. We wanted this honeymoon to be really spectacular. Spent 5 weeks in Europe, and it was all over. So we started in Switzerland. We were going to rent a car and then go to Italy. And the travel agent says, oh, by the way, instead of driving around the Alps up and over, you take a train. It's a flatbed car. It takes 3 cars, bumper to bumper, on a flatbed car. And then they put, and then you go through the Alps. By the way, he says, wink, wink, there are 3 tunnels. The first tunnel is about 5 minutes. The second tunnel is about 8 to 10 minutes. The third tunnel is 50 minutes long.
Oh.
If you're a honeymooner, and I said, say no more. This, I'll give you the whole thing. So I told my wife, and she exhaled and said, okay. We're on the train. There's a van in front of us with a bunch of Italian families in front. And behind us, I mean, as close as you are, I can see the people behind us. 2 couples, 2 Italian couples. And so we start going, and we go into and it's a massive experience, emotionally and physically. And the wind is whipping through, and it's pitch dark. You cannot see anything. Wow. And it's fascinating. And we come out of the tunnel into the station, and I say to Robin, that's one. We go up, we start again, we go through the second. pitch dark, can't see anything. We come out of it, that's 2. And she's like, oh, God. Start the 3rd tunnel, wait till it's absolutely pitch dark. Here we go. It's a small rental with a stick shift, and I'm like trying to get my trousers off. She's trying to lower her chair, and we can't see anything. You cannot see anything, so it's all by feel. And it's like, what's that?
Awesome.
And amazing. One thing I learned for sure is that never be completely nude when transferring from one seat over the stick shifter. Keep your trousers on and do it afterward.
Then decant.
Well, you know.
See, funny, I would recommend it, but that's...
Sorry, to interrupt. No, hold on. So we are in flagrante, as they say, and I don't know where to put my hands or something, and my wife is just, come on, just, you know. Now, what's happening is that my eyes are adjusting. I can see her profile. She's a beautiful woman. Love her with all my heart. And I can see her, and it's her pretty face, and it's great. And I think the eyes are getting... No, the eyes aren't getting used to total pitch black. What happened is that we were coming to a station. And we came, boom, sunlight, everything. Now imagine I'm like this, right, on top of my... And I can see the 2 couples, the Italian couples in the car behind us with their wine. And they're going, oh, signore, conoscione americane. And the women are going, stop it, stop it. And my wife says those 3 words to you, who every husband wants to hear. Get off me. So I get off, the Italian family, the grandmother's turning the heads of the children, and I'm struggling to put my trousers back on. And I never found out, we never found out, if this was a gag, if this travel agent did this on purpose, knew all along it wasn't 50 minutes, it was more like 15.
15 minutes though, man.
15.